like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. Till the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. My grind now, game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch,
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Looking left side and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check nine.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. Check 56. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Quick dash. Quick dash. Come, come. 5.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. General West. Alert 3.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 26.
You see it all day.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. 51. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Ready.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now the Giants will line up and go for 2.
It's our time.
From the gun, Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Got it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Foxtrot. Block 52. Block 52. 52's the mic. Get the ball. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready, set. 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 15. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Johnson was the intended receiver. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist. Shoot.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Double time, double time. 4 down. Check. 6-6, pull it high. Now.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bradley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
51, Mike. Mike 51. 61, matchbox light. Watch the safety. Hey, Haywood.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. They find some open field here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Gone. Check out.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
All day, every day, any day. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Let's go.
On second and goal, Jones. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Spiller. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Go. 60 outlaw. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, high 7. Mike 5-2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run with Spiller, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
You draw Corcoran. Check. Fresno. Slam. Get.
Now Spiller. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there, 79 yards, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Spiller. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
That's going to be a long day.
Now Jones. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Jones on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they'd like to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Orbit. 52's the mark, boy. 52. He's driven. He's driven.
Now they try the right side here. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
General West.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
51's the mark. 51's the mark.
2nd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Go! Hey, echo!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, exit. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Know your job. Let's go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Got it. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check. Smooth. 57.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones, operating from the gun. That's taken in by Callaway. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones over the middle. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And he's got it! Touchdown, Giants! From 13 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Rosas good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They'll look to throw. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cochran. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
15 line. 15 line.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rock it. Let go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Check.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twist.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
He's got Smith here. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Back.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the shift.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, boy. Get it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Jones to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 2nd down, it's Cochran, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Shift. Topper.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Matchbox lights. Get wide now.
On 1st down, Cochran, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kiki QT, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating. and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
I'm letting you know.
Jones on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, Barkley. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 51.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Credit him with a 1. One-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Last stop.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check the backer, check the backer.
46-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Sam off. Shoot.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ready?
At the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cochran. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.